Hello and welcome to Football 360 on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com, as we review Week 7 of the Dialog Champions League 2016. We're just 2 weeks away from concluding the group stages and picking out the Super 8 contenders to make it and win the Dialog Champions League. Firstly, we'll start off with the Renown versus Police SC at the Kalania Football Complex, where Police SC, who are just about floating above the relegation zone, against Renown SC, who've already qualified for the Super 8s undefeated, and it was a very stubborn Police defense in the first half, where they had almost 10 men every time Renown had the ball, and it was very hard for Renown to break this defense, and it took a wicked deflection from a Police defender later on in that match from a Mohammad Fazal strike, which stranded Dumit Sashika and gave Renown that goal just before half time. And even Police had a couple of chances with Kelvin Kanu heading wide from an easy opportunity. And in the second half, early on in the second half, Job Michael scored and made it 2-0. And Kelvin Kanu, just after that, making up for his mistake, made it 2-1. And Police would have fancied themselves to get a point out of this, but unfortunately for them, Renown stepped on the gas and broke this Police defense at will, with Job Michael scoring 4 goals and winning that match 6-2 with a wonderful individual goal from Nilantha Pathirana, giving Police that second goal later in that match. At the City Football Complex, it was Javelin SC versus New Youngs, with Javelin in the relegation zone desperately needing a win to keep their hopes alive in staying in this Champions League. And however, it was the New Youngs who were leading 1-0 at halftime, and even though a late goal from Naveen Jude came for Javelin and a furious attack in search of that winner, it didn't come for the hosts, as they had to settle 4 points in this match. And next week, in the 8th week, they will be playing Air Force SC at home, and they would definitely need 3 points from that. It would be a very hard task against Air Force, so from the looks of it, Javelin are destined to go into the Division 1. Crystal Palace versus Civil Security Force at the Jayatilaka Football Complex, and Crystal Palace winning that match 5-2, reviving their hopes of getting into the Super 8s, while Civil Security Force, they've been already relegated with in the first 4 weeks, so they have no chance of making it. But Crystal Palace, of course, with 3 points in this match, definitely has a chance of making it to the Super 8s if they win the next couple of matches. Colombo FC versus Upcountry Lions at the City Football Complex on Sunday. And Colombo FC, who've already qualified, up against Upcountry Lions, who has an outside chance of making it to the Super 8s. And a very close call early on in that match for Upcountry Lions, where they were denied a penalty and was only awarded a free kick just outside the box. And in that match, in the first half, Upcountry Lions played brilliantly, but that goal didn't come for them, as Tuan Rizni for Colombo FC made a free kick count late in that match in the first half and gave a 1-0 lead going into half time. And Colombo FC dominated the second half, even though they didn't get that goal, and edged out the Lions 1-0 to get that vital 3 points for them. ThePapare Youth versus Saunders SC at the Kalania Football Complex, where Saunders SC won the match 4-0, a silver lining for them in a rough week, where their win against Super Sun was reversed, and Super Sun got that 3 points, and they are looking good to make it into Super 8s with Super Sun, while ThePapare Youth look to be heading into the Division 1 unless they get at least 4 points from the next 2 matches. Navy SC versus Air Force SC at the Navy base in Valisara. It proved to be a cracker of a game, which was shown live on ThePapare.com, with the Navy SC getting into an early lead with Krishanta Pereira, the skipper for Navy SC, giving that lead, but it was short-lived as Nipuna Bandara equalized from close range, and an own goal from Chamira Krishanta made it 2-1 in favour of Air Force as they went into half-time. And in the second half, another couple of goals coming from their star man for Air Force, Kavindu Ishan and Callum Pereira, made an comfortable win for the visitors 4-1, while strengthening their hopes of getting into the Super 8s. Now we'll look at the points table at the end of week 7 in Group A and Group B. It's Colombo FC who is leading with 15 points with 5 wins and just 1 loss in their 6 matches. Army SC, of course, still played 4 and winning 4, has 12 points. Solid SC with 11, and Crystal Palace with their win against Civil Security Force makes it into the top 4 with 10 points, while Blue Star on 9, Upcountry Lions on 8, and Nigambo Youth on 6, with Mathura City and Civil Security Force with 1 and 0 points already relegated from Group A. While in Group B, it's Renown SC with 18 points, 6 out of 6 for them. Air Force with 13 with 4 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss, while New Youngs with 2 losses from their 7 matches and 4 wins is also on 13 points, while Navy on 10 points with Super Sun on 9 points, and Police SC, Javelin and Tiharya Youth in the relegation battle. That's it as we reviewed week 7 of the Dialog Champions League. Do stay tuned to ThePapare.com as we bring you live coverage this Wednesday as week 8 commences in the Dialog Champions League. Until then, this is me, Navod Vijay Vikrama for ThePapare.com, sharing the passion.